Today I'm going to show you guys how I got a 92% win rate to Ultimate Champion using the newly buffed Giant Skeleton. So the change that happened to this deck is that the Giant Skeleton just got a buff to its hit speed, which I think is going to make this deck a lot more viable. It's going to allow you to stop stuff like big golem pushes or big giant pushes a lot easier, and I'm sure it'll help even in little situations as well to have a bit of a quicker attacking Giant Skeleton. Now guys, also in the balance changes, the Hero Musketeer got a change to where now when you pop that turret, it takes like a couple seconds for it to start firing at stuff, but overall I think the deck is gonna be quite a lot better after these changes that have happened, because the mini Pekka got a nerf. I mean, pretty much all the heroes got nerfed, so I feel like the Hero Musketeer actually got the lighter nerf compared to some of the other stuff. So I think this deck is going to be great. This guy just has Pekka bridge spam, but we have our king up and everything, so that's actually going to be really helpful. I don't know why this guy has Firecracker and the Magic Archer. Feels like they're kind of both similar cards. Alright, I'll get a Giant Skelly going in the back. And guys, the main appeal of the Giant Skeleton compared to like a Knight or a Mighty Miner or something in Hog Rider is that you just are able to sometimes push the Hog Rider out of building range using the huge mass of the Giant Skeleton. And also, it just is kind of like a brick wall. Mighty Miner could kind of be like reset and stuff like that, or like pushed around, but the Giant Skeleton is really just a big brick wall, stopping the entire lane from really moving forward for a while, so that's why it's quite good. I'm actually going to get my cannon way up high just to make sure that Pekka doesn't go too close to my tower. Hopefully he doesn't have anything for the skeletons. Oh my gosh, no, the bandit! Ooh, that's actually a lot of damage. But our king is up, so that's probably really what's going to save us here. You can see the Giant Skeleton attacks just ever so slightly quicker. It used to have a bit more of a delay, but now it feels a little bit smoother, so that's good. And guys, if you don't have the Hero Musketeer unlocked, you can always just put a Firecracker or an Archer Queen. Those two both are going to work almost just as well. We're going to get a nice Earthquake here. Ewis does get one hit for him, though. I got to kind of lock in my defenses right here, because can't really afford to take too much more chip damage from him. We're up a few hundred, but it's not really ideal to go same lane. The nice thing is, though, guys, is that when you go same lane with like a Hog Mighty Miner deck or something, you're in so much trouble. But if you have Giant Skeleton, it's still not really the best thing in the world, but it's not like half as bad as it would be if I had other variations of Hog Rider. Okay, so this guy is going to go for the Evo Ram here. We need to just hope that Ice Spirit connects. Luckily, it just barely does. Wait. Oh my gosh, guys, the Magic Archer, no! Okay, luckily it's no longer on my tower, but oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Dude, I might have just sold it, guys. I think he's going to go for a Pekka soon, so I'm going to have to try to just go all in on the left side, guys. I'm not really playing this game perfectly, as I could be. Okay, we're going to get nice Evo Skellies maybe to chain a little bit. We can actually pop our turret right here, guys. Let's see how good it is after the nerf. Okay, it's going to get, hopefully, on the tower here. That's actually going to be nice damage. I kind of just have to distract this guy on the left side, because if he just gets a couple poisons, I'm kind of dead. He does need 2 poisons, though, which is going to take a little bit for him to get down. We're going to go for the Musketeer kind of on the other side just to hopefully bait him to do something for that. But he does just go for the poison on our tower instead. Okay, let's get the Ice Spirit down. Let's get a second Musketeer going as well. Come on, guys, 2 Musketeers. Come on, we need a turret, we need a turret, we need a turret. Please. Please, guys, the turret, the turret! The turret is on the tower! Despite the nerf, we still take the win. We found a game up against Bush of the suspicious variety. So we're starting out with the Musketeer in the back. He has Mighty Miner. Maybe it's going to be Hog Earthquake, actually. Could be Hog Earthquake versus Hog Giant Skeleton. The Giant Skelly just tanks for a lot longer, but the Mighty Miner can also pretty quickly DPS down our Giant Skeleton. Okay, so it's probably actually Miner Poison. Bro, what is the Ice Spirit doing? How did that Ice Spirit just get stuck like that? Oh, I could have got a turret, actually. Guys, I'm going to go for a Hog all the way in the back right here, because I'm assuming he has some sort of building, so I want him to just play the building early, so I can try to outcycle him, maybe. Okay, he's actually not going to play the building. Maybe he has cannon. I feel like if he had something else, I feel like he might have played it. I think he has cannon, and he just was kind of scared of an earthquake, so at least we probably know that now, unless I'm mistaken. I'm actually going to pop the turret in case he goes for something like a Mighty Miner. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. So Mighty Miner is basically dead already. That's pretty good, I guess. I mean, pretty chill start. Didn't really get anything going for either of us. I guess I'll just go for a giant skelly the back here on this side. I don't really want to go for a lone hog rider because I feel like that's really just not that hard for him to stop, but if we get the giant skelly too, then I think something can actually probably happen here. This matchup is definitely not going to be easy, though. I'm going to go for a hog here, guys, and Giant Skeleton might be able to push it out of a cannon's range, potentially. Wall breakers are going to get a connection, though, for sure. Mighty Miner does stop our hog pretty well, but we still got damage. A little bit less than he did, though. Yo, wait, is that on the tower? Wait, that's not on the tower, is it? Oh, it's not. Okay, this is bad. Guys, that's gonna be so much damage for him with the minions, man. Okay, this time I'm just gonna go for a lone hog rider, get a pre-earthquake for his cannon. Nice, he does have the cannon, just like I expected. Gonna get a pre-log here, predicting the skeletons, and that's actually gonna be a nice couple hog hits, guys, so maybe not all hope is lost for us yet. It's looking kind of bad right now, but on the bright side, we do have the Evo cannon, which can actually fully kill minions, so if we go for that, when we get like a big giant skelly push, that might be really bad for this guy. We're going to log here to reset the Mighty Miner. That's kind of why we have the giant skeleton in this deck over Mighty Miner, because Mighty Miner could be really good, but if you have a good reset to it like log or whatever, it sometimes can struggle a little bit to do its job, so that's why we're doing this. I guess I'll just hog here to pull back the minion, and then I'll probably try to get another giant skeleton hog push. I feel like I need a little bit more mass to my pushes to get more damage. We do get a hog hit though, which is great. I could low-key just ignore those wall breakers. I don't know why he played them there on that side. That side has so much more HP than the others, so yeah, I can easily just ignore that. We got our Evo cannon here. Hopefully it hits most of the minions. Nice, it hits all of them except of one, so that's great. This guy might actually just have to deal with the giant skelly on his tower in a second here. We could get a late earthquake to kill the cannon, and then Mighty Miner's not going to be able to full counter that, so we take the tower. Okay, guys, we're like a second late into this game because for some reason my camera was kind of glitching out, but we're in it right now. This guy, I think, might have like a giant deck or something like that. He does have the chef tower as well, which is a little bit weird. I was actually saying that, low-key, maybe they should actually buff the chef tower because it was really just broken with Pekka Goblin Giant, but they kind of just nerfed the heck out of that deck, so now it's not really something anybody has to worry about, so maybe they could actually give it a buff. Also, wait, I'm in trouble. No, no, Giant Skelly, please! Luckily, guys, the Giant Skeleton is so thick that even when something is on your tower, if you push it with the Giant Skeleton, usually it always is going to get off your tower. That's the nice thing about it. I'm going to get a Hog Rider down right here. He's probably going to get his Pancake on that. Well, I guess Mega Minion is going to get the Pancake. The Giant Skeleton Bomb maybe could get on the Mega Minion here if we're lucky. That was kind of a bad zap out of him. I don't think he needed that. We're down a little bit of damage, but we can definitely make our way back into this one, I'm sure. I'm going to cycle the log right here. I'm still waiting for this guy to try to actually go for any sort of push. I don't know if he has Giant or Golem. Okay, he does have the Giant after all, so just gotta try to get a nice Giant Skeleton to block up the lane and give us some time to take care of it with our Musketeer and other stuff. Yeah, the Giant Skeleton is such a nice lane blocker. We can also go for the Evo Skeletons. He's probably going to just spell them down, but they'll get a little bit of value. They block the Prince charge for a little bit, so that's good as well. Bomber should actually just die here to the Giant Skeleton Bomb, right? I think it will. Yeah, it does just die there. And Giant Skeleton blocks the Prince. So I think now we can just go in for a Hog Rider. He has no Lightning in cycle, so Musketeer's going to get a lot of value killing his Prince and whatever. And Hog Rider should get a couple hits here in the meantime. Oh, only one hit. That's actually not that good. Wait, I'm going to pop the ability just to kill that Lumberjack. I feel like Lumberjack is so annoying that I kind of just want to get it off the board at this point. Man, it's going to be an issue though, guys. He's definitely going to try to just Lightning Cycle me, so maybe sometimes I'll have to try to get a good Lightning block or whatever. I don't really know what else I can do. Wait, he's going for a double lane push here? He actually might try to get a push on the left side, it looks like. He does get a good Lightning. I couldn't really do much to stop that, though. He just tried to predict my Skeletons. Luckily, we didn't give any value to him. Giant Skeleton Bomb's going to deal with everything. His Prince will get a charge, but it doesn't really matter because he had way more damage on the other side anyways. We're up by just a little bit, guys, but I got to start Earthquake cycling because they just do a lot less than how much a Lightning does, obviously. We can just get a Hog here. Musketeer is going to also get some nice value from the behind. And Hog Rider probably will just get the second hit, and we take the win. Wait, if we can win this game, we're going to get Ultimate Champion right now, guys. Alright, our opponent has the Barbarian Barrel. Probably going to be a beatdown deck, which is always sketchy. He has E-Spirit too. Maybe it's RG. Okay, it has to be RG or Hog Rider. Okay, it's RG. Kind of bad timing on my Giant Skeleton, to be honest. Right as he goes in for the Ghost on the other side. I guess I'll try to defend here, if I'm able to. I think I should be able to defend, actually. Yeah, really good skeletons and everything there. Now, guys, he is going to get his king up, which kind of sucks, though. But to be fair, it's not that hard for him to get his king up in this matchup, man. He can always just get it off of my Hog Rider and stuff anyways. I can't quite pop the ability here. Wait, guys, imagine if we can actually 3-crown this guy. If he pulls enough giant skeletons or hogs or whatever to his king tower, maybe there's a small chance of that happening. Also, if he tries to go for a ghost plus... I mean, if he tries to go for the RG, then our Evo skeletons should just cook it up, right? Yeah, that was such a bad RG. He had such a bad cycle, and he still went in without thinking. Gotta think ahead of time, RG player. Musketeer does get on the tower, couple shots. And I guess we're just chilling for right now. I'm gonna try to not play too aggressive, because when you have Giant Skeleton, it costs more elixir, so if you get low elixir, you could be in trouble. I'm gonna go for my log right here. I really don't want to do anything, but I might Hog Rider if I have to. Okay, why would you Fisherman like that? That's pretty strange. He does have the Evo Ghost, so he probably knew that that would save him, but still an interesting choice out of our opponent. I'm just going to get my Skellies down right here, then Evo Cannon could actually hit the Ghost Ghouls a little bit, and then also, of course, help us deal with the RG, I'm sure, in a little bit here. Come on, get on the RG already. Nice, that's a great cannon. On 1 HP, it got a nice couple hits there, because of the perfect Ice Spirit log timing. He does once again go for his Fisherman, so he can actually hog again, and then... yeah, he has no Fisherman now, so he's basically bound to at least take one hit, which he is going to. We could get a Musketeer up high, then just Ice Spirit for the Ghost, and I have my Evo Skellies. Okay, he goes for the RG like I expected, but guys, we have our Evo Skellies, and he once again wasted the Barbell. He goes for the Fireball and the E-Spirit, but the E-Spirit cannot kill Evo Skellies when they're chaining on an RG like that. Bro, this guy is selling so bad right now. Wait, can Evo Skellies chain right here? Wait, no way, are they actually gonna... wait, they're actually chaining. Wait, no way. Oh my gosh, guys, they're in there! Okay, they died, but they got a lot of tower damage. Dude, I like how these RG players just don't think, man. They just do stuff. Why is he saying well played? Bro, these RG players just be doing stuff. Like, what is he doing? He cycles a Fisherman when he knows I have Hog in cycle, or... Like what? Bro, why would you Fisherman? I have Hog in cycle. He literally just did exactly what I said he's gonna do. I guess our Hog gets no hits here, though. Yeah, that's a little bit sketchy. Giant Skelly's coming back to help, though. And the bomb is probably gonna bomb a lot of his stuff. Well played, man. Well played. Okay, I'm gonna go for the cannon here. He's maybe gonna try to get a quick Fireball. Yeah, he goes for the Fireball. He tries to predict my skeletons with that E-Spirit, but luckily I was careful. Now, I'm actually gonna take a lot of damage here, guys. Hold up. Wait, it's actually not game over yet. Bro, Musketeer's on the water. Okay, guys, this is bad. Wait, this is actually bad. Nice, we actually block his Fisherman there, kind of accidentally, and he wastes the Bar Barrel when I have Evo Skeletons in cycle. Bro, this guy has not thought about one singular play this entire game. He's gonna Hunter, but it's still gonna get a Hog hit here for us. Thanks. This guy is a scrub. We got a matchup against Omar. I think this guy might be an Xbow player. So we just have to focus on getting some early chip damage right here. Or maybe it's not Xbow. I feel like he would have responded to the Ice Spirit. Okay, it's not Xbow. I guess I mistook this guy for someone else. I've actually been facing a lot of Bowler today. I don't know why, but I guess it counters like a lot of the graveyard decks because they have like Witch and Zappies and stuff, and when you have Bowler, you can kind of just clog the lane easily. I kind of hate the Bowler for that, though, the fact that it can just clog the lane so annoyingly for such a long time. This guy probably has Giant Graveyard, actually. Dude, Giant Graveyard actually might be pretty strong now. Someone needs to tell Jinxie to get back on Clash Royale. I mean, I saw he apparently quit, and then he actually made a video on it just like a day or two ago, so maybe he's back now. Okay, he goes for the Graveyard. We're going to get kind of an early Earthquake. I like to delay on the Earthquake more, but I just wanted to cycle to my Evo Skellies and stuff. Nice Evo Skeletons here, but he's getting so much damage anyways. I don't think these Skeletons will be able to connect on the tower, because unfortunately we didn't get them in a great position, I guess. It's okay, though. I'm going to go for the giant skelly in the back here. And I guess I have to get a musketeer kind of early just so that way I can actually get an ice spirit for these minions, because I don't want to take that much tower damage. Even though it gives them a good bowler, I kind of had to get that musketeer down right there. I guess I'll just go in for my hog rider too. We're going to get it kind of on the side here so the bowler hopefully doesn't line up on it as much as it otherwise would have. This guy actually missed the vines on the musketeer. Not that it really is probably going to matter much though. Giant skeleton should basically kill everything here, so we can just skeletons to finish off the mini Pekka, and I think we're chilling. We have our Evo cannon now as well, which is going to be good. I'm just going to giant skelly into the giant. Dude, I feel like he's just going to ability though. Man, this is going to be so rough for us here. I think my only chance here is to get a prediction on the minions. So I'm going to go for the Hog Rider. He's going to minions here, so I'm going to... Oh. Yeah, that's not the best. On the bright side, though, our giant skeleton is just going to deal with the bowler. He pushed it, but it's just going to help us deal with the bowler, so I guess that's fine. A little bit of a late log there, but it's okay. Dude, the skeleton spawning is so broken. No, guys, he literally got, like, all the perfect skeleton spawns right there. Like, the skeleton spawns they give the graveyard players now are just crazy. Like, they're literally all right on the tower. Bro, I'm so disappointed in the graveyard rework. He actually plays the bowler here, which means that on the other side, we're probably going to get some pretty good stuff going. He has to go for, like, a snowball, right? Yo, where's your snowball? Yo, the giant skeleton! That's the Evo skeletons! Yes, guys, the Evo skeletons! Oh my gosh, you cannot underrate the Evo skeletons. We're in the next match against Mazino. I feel like I might have faced this guy earlier. Wait, I swear I might have faced this guy earlier. I think this guy might be like the one person I lost to on my way up to Ultimate Champion. Or maybe this is a different guy, but I think he has like the same name. Zappies and Goblin Hut's strange. Usually Zappies is just gonna be a recruits deck, but this actually could be like maybe Graveyard. Because Goblin Hut is pretty popular with Graveyard. I feel like Goblin Hut might make a bit of a comeback now because of all the Graveyard going around. Man, Giant Skeleton Graveyard's gonna be so annoying, but it'll be nice to have my own Giant Skeleton to try to help us get through theirs. We could go for a Hog here, and he has no Gob Hut now in cycle, so that Hog is guaranteed to probably get quite a bit of damage on his tower. Berserker's already dead as well, and luckily because of that Berserker, our Musketeer doesn't actually get hit by the Giant Skeleton Bomb, so it's going to get a lot of tower damage too now. Really good start, actually. I guess I'll just go for kind of a late log right here. Hopefully we catch a second wave of Fire Spirit. Oh, we don't quite catch the next Fire Spirit there. We should be chilling, though. We can just go for a cannon down the middle. Okay, how did that spawn another Fire Spirit? Man, Furnace feels good now. Okay, our opponent goes for the Giant Skelly. I'm just going to go for mine a little bit later. It's usually good to play kind of reactively like this, guys, because if we go for our Giant Skeleton after his, that means that his will cross the bridge, so our tower's going to help, and we're going to win this exchange right here. Gonna get the Earthquake. I feel like there's no point to Musketeer, because if I do, he's just gonna, you know, kill it with the Giant Skeleton Bomb and whatever. I could try to go for a Hog here, but I have no Earthquake, so I'm not really expecting to get a breakthrough, but you never know. Dude, our Hog almost bypassed that Goblin Hut thanks to the Giant Skeleton, but it just barely didn't. The Giant Skeleton Bomb might actually get on the Zappies a little bit, at least like one or two of them. Okay, only one of them, but that's fine. I think I can probably just try to go for another Hog here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Hog because he wasted the Snowball and the Gob Hut, so that's probably going to get at least one hit on the tower. Yeah, just one hit. The Furnace might be kind of annoying to kill, though, guys. That could be an issue. Also, dude, I feel like the Graveyard change isn't really helping me at all. Like, I don't really notice the Graveyards being much easier to defend. Like, I know where the skeletons might spawn roughly, but it doesn't even help me, though. Like, there's nothing I would do differently, whether I know or don't know where this... Like, whether I know or don't know where the skeletons are going to spawn. Like, it doesn't change anything with my defense most of the time. I think it'll only really help to know where the skeletons are going to spawn, like, when you're in a very tight game and, like, there's the last couple skeletons going. You need to know exactly where to play your skeletons or your Ice Spirit or whatever. But that's pretty much the only time it's really going to help much. I'm always making sure to play my Skellies up high because I know that he has the Goblin Curse, so we're never giving him the value of the tower. Wait, he's getting so much damage! Bro, he's getting so much damage! Oh my gosh! Dude, the new skeleton spawning is like, it for real is a buff. We got a match, guys. Just gonna get my split skeletons down and we could go right for a Hog Rider. This guy actually doesn't have the Hero Musketeer. He has Mini Pekka. But the Mini Pekka does retarget onto our skeletons. Sometimes it's actually worth it to go for the skeletons with your Hog first place since there's so much Mini Pekka going around. It got the nerf, but it still seems like almost everyone that was playing it before is still running it now. It's just a little bit easier to deal with, but people are still using it basically everywhere. We're going to get a nice ability right here, hopefully get a little bit of tower damage, or we just force out some nice elixir out of our opponent. Not too bad. Might be like a giant graveyard deck or something like that, it looks like. So I'm just going to go for the giant skelly here, and maybe I'll try to get to my Evo Skeletons. If he has giant graveyard, Evo Skeletons are probably going to be pretty good in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, it has to be giant graveyard. I'm actually going to get a Hog here because the Hog is going to pull the minions into the giant skeleton bomb and just let them die. So that's actually pretty good. We get a couple hits right there, not bad. He could try to get a giant graveyard at the bridge, so I've got to be ready. Yeah, he goes for the giant and a Mini Pekka as well. Guys, I'm in trouble. Okay, wait, I have my Evo Skellies, though. Oh my gosh, I thought I just lost the game there for a second. Dude, if I didn't get those Evo Skellies, guys, I probably would have just lost the entire game. So thank goodness I got that down in time. We're going to get our ability here. We don't quite get on the tower, though, man. That takes so long now to target stuff. That turret, that took ages. I'm actually going to go for the Hog here because this guy wasted the Mini Pekka, so he's going to have to, like, Witch or something, maybe. Yeah, he goes for the Evo Witch, but that's kind of just going to get wasted here because now we can just Musketeer to kill it. He doesn't really have much elixir to get any great support for the Witch. So, yeah, really good start. He does go for the Evo Musketeer. I don't know if that's really the best Evo Musketeer for him, though, because my Musketeer was already not going to get that much value, so yeah, now we're probably just going to defend pretty easily. The one thing I'm kind of scared about, though, guys, is the giant ability. The Hero Giant ability does, yeah, he goes for it. Bro, I'm not going to lie, the giant ability kind of does body giant skeleton, but it actually still comes back somehow. Also, I don't even think this guy has graveyard at all in the end. I mean, he has lightning, so I guess I was mistaken this entire time. Dude, that's so funny that the giant skeleton went back there still. Okay, we just gotta get a few earthquakes, or we could try to outcycle his Mini Pekka. He's gonna take a little bit now to get back to it, so I think we just go for a Hog. We get a log here. And he does go for the giant. He's gonna have to ability as well, which I guess is actually gonna deal with it pretty well. Man, I kind of hate how they use the giant ability like that at the end of the games to, like, throw RGs or throw Hog Riders and stuff to the other lane. I feel like the giant ability wasn't meant for that, but it gets so much value when played in that way, which is kind of annoying. I'm just going to go for a cannon here to get rid of these minions, because they're a little bit pesky. He's going to have to deal with my Evo Skellies here still, I think. Yeah, the Witch doesn't completely kill them. Oh, okay, they unfortunately died. That's a nice giant Skelly bomb. I'm going to Musketeer here. Even if he goes for the giant, I don't think he's going to get the ability in time, so we should be okay right here if we just giant Skelly on top of that. He does get a lightning down, though. Okay, we take a bit of damage here, guys, but I think with this counter push, we can probably win the game. He's already calling good game. I'm going to get a Musketeer early. He's probably going to Mini Pekka any second now, but maybe it's not going to be enough since we have our giant Skelly tanking here for everything. And giant Skelly bomb's also going to kill the minions as well, which is good. Hog doesn't quite get a second hit, but if we get, like, 2 earthquakes, we should get enough damage with, like, a log, pretty much. And we can just Hog here, actually. Ice Spirit doesn't quite get a connection, but yeah, the earthquake is gonna luckily take us the win.